if you don't define yourself, the world will do it for you. As kids, we define ourselves by our peer groups. Adults define themselves by their careers, and high performers define themselves by building personal brands based on the images they wish to convey to the world. Everyone in this room has already defined themselves, or been defined by the people around them. Some of you are probably the popular kids, some might be the football jocks, and some are probably the nerds. It's easy to pick out whose brands themselves as what, because it's how you act, who your friends are, and it's even what you wear. Adults do the same thing, but they use their careers. Pay attention the next time your parents get introduced to someone new. See how long it takes before someone asks, "What do you do?" The response, "I teach middle school," or "I'm an insurance agent," immediately reveals some idea of who the person is, how they fit into society, and even their view of the world. Just like kids, adults are quickly defined by just one facet of who they really are. Let's examine a high performer. Let's take Martha Stewart. You all know who she is, right? So, when you think of Martha Stewart, what are some words that come to mind besides jail? Cookie? What? Crazy? Kmart? Why do you think of cooking in Kmart? Branded. She branded herself? I'm sure some words that don't come to mind are stockbroker or executive of the stock exchange. But that's what Martha Stewart was before she became Martha Stewart, the cooking lady. So, how does she make people feel this way about her? It's actually really easy. She just tells people that's who she is. She defines herself on her terms, not just by what she says, but also how she acts. And people pick up on that. Mikayla and I decided that we were not only entrepreneurs, but also space, math, and science nerds. We decided to brand ourselves, and as soon as we did, people started to listen. We even got invited to the White House Science Fair, where we not only got to meet the president, but also the Mythbusters and Bill Nye the Science Guy. So, we understand that we need to tell the world who we are, brand ourselves as whatever we want to be, but then what? How did we actually put the dreams in motion?
Okay, so has anyone here heard the saying, "It takes money to make money"? Some of you have. Okay, so do you guys believe that this saying is true? Yeah? Well, if it's true, then how did anyone ever get rich in the first place? Of course, there is some truth to this statement. In order to be successful at anything, you have to have resources. So, when you think of resources, what do you think? Like, let's say you started a business. What do you need to start this business? What resources do you need? Money. Time. Anything else? You need to know people. Yes. Opportunity. Well, yes. Resources equal opportunity. In order to be successful, you have to take advantage of every opportunity that relates to what you want to do. I'm going to say it again. I think it's very important. So in order to be successful, you have to take advantage of every opportunity that relates to what you want to do. So some examples. If you want to be an astronaut, you should probably go to space camp. Or you can do internships or shadowing programs with various NASA officials. If you want to be a vet, you should go and talk to your local veterinarian and see if they have any vets you could shadow or intern with. From the White House down, the country has begun a major outreach campaigns to help students be inspired to pursue career fields in STEM. Do you guys know what STEM is? It's an acronym. No? STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. The country is giving away countless of millions of dollars to students who are interested in pursuing careers in these fields. Anyone have a guess at why? No? Okay. Well, it is because U.S. students are currently ranked 35th in math worldwide and 29th worldwide in science. It means there are 34 countries ahead of us. I couldn't name 34 countries, and let alone 34 countries that could be ahead of us. So our parents' generation had the push they needed to develop new technologies when the Russians were threatening to beat us to the moon. And now their generation has realized that if we don't get moving soon, we won't be able to beat those countries to the next big advancement because we'll already be too far behind to even have a chance of catching up. So many organizations have formed to help inspire us about STEM. One, for example, Connect a Million Minds, is throwing $100 million at students, trying to get them inspired to pursue career fields in STEM. Other companies such as Fox TV have been hinting at it in some of their television shows. Even if you don't think you could afford space camp or whatever program that you think you want to do, you'll probably be really surprised to find new scholarships or financial aid programs that are out there. And if there isn't a program that you find that you want to do, then you should probably ask someone, because if these companies don't know what to do with all the money that they've raised, and if you show some initiative, they'll probably be really happy to help. So here's the picture of Jessica Watson on her sailboat. You see all those names down the side of the boat. Companies, they supported her boat, they sponsored it rather. I don't think that any of them would have had money set aside to do something like this, to give to a girl who wants to sail around the world. So obviously she went and asked, and they were really happy to help. So places that you can find companies like this, one place you can look is an organization called Change the Equation, sorry. This is a list of 100 plus companies that have dedicated to support STEM education. They haven't said how they're going to support it, what they're going to do with the money. They've just said they're going to support it. So they could sponsor some kid to go to space camp. They could help you with whatever you want to do. You just have to go and ask. So the bottom line is, if you have the desire, the resources are out there, you just have to go and get them.
So, obviously, Mikayla and I could spend hours talking about all the different opportunities available. And I'm sure we've all heard our parents say how they wish they had these programs when they were younger. And the truth is, we do have so many opportunities available to us. We just have to remember that it's up to us to define ourselves, even if we don't know exactly what we want yet. That it's our peers' expectations who drive our performance. And as we transfer from school to the real world, our peers aren't necessarily our friends, but our peers are the people that will be, or have been, trying to accomplish similar goals to our own. And we shouldn't be afraid to ask. There are millions upon millions of dollars just waiting for our generation, and that's you and me.
Okay, so does anyone have any questions? No? Nothing? Okay, well, I'm going to talk a sec about the Conrad Foundation. It was awesome competition that we participated in. They flew us up to California twice to work with food scientists and then go to their summit. It was really awesome. They're doing 3 competitions this year. They're cyber security, renewable energy, and aerospace exploration. It's really cool. We have some flyers up here if you want some more information. And other than that, 11:03, you guys can go. And if you have any more questions or you want to play with our